The simulation chamber of the Galactic Military Academy pulsed with cold blue light as Senior Instructor Threxel adjusted the lenses of his multifaceted eyes. In the 400 years he had overseen combat evaluations, one program remained unmatched in brutality, the Noxus survival trial. Out of nearly 12,000 cadets from across the Federation, only 61 had ever passed. The rest failed in minutes, some seconds, either overwhelmed by fear, confusion, or complete tactical collapse. Today's participant stood alone at the chamber's entrance, hands relaxed at his sides. A human. Cadet Elias Ward. Earthborn. Assigned less than 2 cycles ago. Threxel's mandibles tightened. Humans were newcomers, late arrivals from a violent but technologically young world. They lacked hardened neural shields, lacked adaptive armor, lacked everything that usually kept cadets alive for more than 10 minutes in this simulation. And yet, the human looked calm. Almost bored. Cadet Ward, Threxel said through the translator field, his voice echoing with metallic authority. You are about to enter an environment with no weapons, no allies, and no prior terrain data. Autonomous Noxus hunter units will engage you with lethal intent. Survival duration, 72 simulated hours. Ward nodded once. Understood, sir. That response unsettled the room. Other instructors gathered behind the observation glass, Commander Rowe, massive and plated like a war beast, and Analyst Kareen, her crystalline form glowing faintly as data streamed across her surface. The last human lasted 6 minutes, Rowe growled. This one won't break the record. Kareen tilted her head. He hasn't even asked questions. Threxel didn't reply. He simply activated the chamber. The human stepped forward, swallowed by shimmering light. Simulation start. Ward was dropped into a frozen wasteland. Winds screamed across jagged ice fields. Temperature, -41 Celsius. Visibility, poor. Hostile patrols already moving. The nearest objective beacon pulsed faintly, 15 kilometers away. Average survival time begins now, Threxel announced. Seconds passed. Then something went wrong. Instead of panicking, sheltering, or sprinting blindly toward the beacon like nearly every cadet before him, the human turned. And ran the other way. Threxel leaned closer to the monitor. He's deviating from the objective. Ward moved fast, boots crunching through snow, heading straight toward a cluster of broken stone rising from the ice. That terrain leads nowhere, Roll said. He's wasting time. But the human didn't slow. He reached the rocks, knelt, and immediately began testing stones, lifting them, striking them together, discarding some, keeping others. Kareen's glow intensified. He's evaluating material density. Before anyone could respond, Ward tore a strip of fabric from his uniform sleeve, twisted it tight, and fashioned a crude sling. Then he knelt again, striking 2 stones in a precise rhythm. Sparks. No, Threxel whispered. Within moments, a small flame flickered to life, shielded from the wind by careful placement. Ward fed it dry growth scraped from beneath the rocks, producing heat without visible smoke. He made fire in under 3 minutes, Kareen said. Without tools. Threxel checked the simulation parameters. Randomized environment. No planted resources. No hidden advantages. And yet the human moved as if he expected this world. Ward didn't linger. He smeared his exposed skin with mud and crushed ice, coating himself thoroughly, then buried the fire. Thermal sensors lit up across the display. The human vanished. A Noxus patrol swept past less than 40 meters away, scanners washing over the snowfield. No alert triggered. That masking shouldn't work, Roll snarled. Kareen paused, then said quietly, he adjusted the insulation to mirror ambient temperature. He's not hiding heat. He's erasing contrast. Ward rose once the patrol passed and followed their trail, backward. He found their temporary supply cache within minutes. Stole a blade. Stole rations. Left no trace. Threxel's secondary heart began to pound. Time check, Kareen said. 12 minutes, Threxel replied. The first objective beacon went dark. Completed. Silence filled the control room. This wasn't survival. This was predation. The simulation escalated aggressively. Artificial blizzards slammed into the terrain. Predator entities were released. Communication noise flooded the environment. The AI shifted Noxus patrol patterns into chaotic, nonlinear hunts. The human adapted instantly. Ward used broken machinery to build pressure traps. He rerouted patrol routes by leaving misleading tracks. He collapsed ice bridges after crossing them, forcing enemies into bottlenecks. One by one, Noxus units went offline. No direct combat. No wasted energy. He's thinking like a survivor, not a soldier, Kareen observed. Correction, Threxel said slowly. He's thinking like something that has always been hunted. At 27 minutes, all mission objectives were complete. At 40 minutes, half the hostile forces were neutralized. By the 1-hour mark, the AI flagged the scenario as unstable. Ward had turned the simulation into his territory. He stockpiled supplies. Established layered fallback shelters. Created heat sinks and decoys that confused even the adaptive learning algorithms. This trial is designed to break morale, Roll muttered. He hasn't shown stress once. Threxel felt something unfamiliar coil in his core. Unease. When the 72-hour mark arrived, compressed into real time, the chamber doors opened. Ward stepped out. Breathing hard. Light frost on his hair. No injuries. How did I score, sir? He asked. Threxel stared at him. You achieved a perfect run, the instructor said quietly. The first ever. Ward blinked. Oh. Good. Threxel hesitated, then asked the question burning in his mind. How? Ward rubbed the back of his neck. Honestly, sir. This felt familiar. The room went still. Earth didn't become peaceful by accident, Ward continued. We survived ice ages without technology. We hunted predators that could tear us apart. We fought wars with sticks before we had steel. He met Threxel's gaze. Every environment you can imagine, we learned to live in it. Or we died. Threxel accessed Earth's data stream, scrolling rapidly. Endless conflict. Environmental collapse. Mass extinction survived. A species forged by constant pressure. You designed this simulation to overwhelm, Ward said. But humans grew up overwhelmed. We don't wait for perfect conditions. We improvise. Kareen's crystalline voice softened. Your people treat survival as instinct. Ward shrugged. More like habit. Threxel felt a chill deeper than the simulation's cold. The galaxy had assumed humans were weak because they were young. They were wrong. They were young because they were stubborn enough to survive long enough to reach the stars. As Ward left the chamber, Threxel began rewriting the Academy's curriculum. If one human could do this, others would follow. And the galaxy was not ready.